If you have ever wanted to automate your business without writing a single line of code, this is where you start. Welcome to n8n. So today we're going to set up our n8n platform for our automations. All you have to do is go to search and type n8n.io. This is the site. I want us to begin first of all by checking the pricing. So we can start with free trial. It's hosted by n8n. This is what your plan includes. I'm going to get started. I'm going to use my normal email. Let me see that's possible. So at least just sent me an. It sent me a code, a verification code. I'm going to come back here. I'll fix this code and then I submit. And I can put my name, get a password. Okay. Account name, I'll just call it Larry ODIAKOSE. Okay, so my account name becomes hilaryodiakose.app.n8n.cloud. Okay, so it says that's free trial for 14 days. So I'm gonna click on it. Maybe some few questions you can just answer, I think. Okay, what's type of your company? Just say only me for now. For sales, lead generation and qualification. Let's say from YouTube. What? Choose as many as you like. Okay, I only use it for doesn't really matter, just click something there. Let me skip for now. So start automating. So now you could actually watch something about it, but we're just going to go straight. Now if you check out my website, a cloud website given to me by n8n is called hilaryodiakose.app.n8n.cloud. That is how I access my n8n, and that is how you too can access your n8n once you register. Now right now this is the n8n setup. I'm just going to explain what the interface is like, ask some few questions, get some information here, and then we can then proceed. Here we have just 14 days to work on n8n, so let's utilize it. So you have 14 days to learn as much as you want to learn, test run n8n, watch YouTube videos, try it out on your free account for 14 days. If you like it and you feel n8n is the right platform for you, you can then maybe do 1 month subscription for $24, or you can just go 1 year. Okay, so what's the interface of n8n? How do we use n8n? Here we have the AI assistant. Here you just tell it you want to build something. For example, I say I want to build I want to be able to automate my LinkedIn post. Okay, and then the AI is gonna think. Okay, I can help you with that. n8n has a LinkedIn node, so you see it comes with more questions. So what would trigger a LinkedIn post? You understand? On a schedule. So it's asking you what would trigger the post to be made on your behalf. So we're looking at, okay, I want it to be on a schedule. So it means that daily or weekly, the post should happen. Or is it that when I submit a form, is that when I want the post to happen? Or when a new role or item appears on maybe Google Sheets, Airtable, any of my information platform that I want to use to, get information to maybe give that LinkedIn post. I don't want to make this video very complicated, so I'm going to stick to on schedule. Okay, so where should the post content come from? So I want AI to generate it. Okay, I want AI to generate it from topic or prompts. I want AI to write or summarize the content from a source. So I'm going to go with this. I want a situation whereby I am not the one creating the content. I want AI to maybe make research and then rewrite it and summarize it from a particular source or any sources coming. Now I want it to be from my personal LinkedIn profile. Okay, so it's doing the thinking now. All right, so you see, I said, what source will AI put content from into a LinkedIn post? A blog, a news site, a Google Sheet ideas link, a specific website to scrap. Okay, Airtable Notion database. I want it to search Google frequently asked questions on my industry. Yeah. Next. Okay. I want it to run once a day. It asks how often should this automation, happen. So I want to run once a day. All right, so there's some information here. So a quick note before she builds it says n8n can't reliably scrap Google search directly. And the clean reliable ways to search Google for FAQs in my industry is to be given to an AI agent. You understand? So it's going to give an AI agent a real world web tool backed by search API such as this one. Then the agent will search the common. What this simply means is that you have to maybe put something like ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude as your AI agent that will help you to now search the web and then come up with the topics, and from there the topics will now be summarized by the AI agent based on your brand guidelines, and then it will now be published and sent to LinkedIn by n8n. So n8n is telling me that is what it can do, and here you have it. n8n just created the automation setup. So if you see here now, from what they have here, it has set up the trigger. This is an edit column where I will now put my industry, and here will be my AI agent. My AI agent is here. The one that has been created for me here is ChatGPT. Okay, so there's some settings that will be done here. When the settings are done, that is when the post will now be posted in LinkedIn. You understand? Now, mind you, I have not included images in this setup. I did not ask it to do that. Okay, so I don't have any credentials here yet. And if you look at this place, I can still continue to set up the workflow using the AI assistant. So for this particular video, I'm just going to breeze through. So I'm not going to waste time here doing this, but I'm just going to walk you through the different aspects of n8n so that we do not waste time on this video. Okay, in subsequent videos we will touch this particular part of the video of the workflow. Like for this industry now, I can come here and say workflow automation industry. Okay, automation. Okay, that's the industry. Okay, and I can just continue, and it's asking me now, do I have my own credentials for ChatGPT? That's what it wants. What is going to research on my post now, on these topics, on my industry? What is researching it? If I say there is nothing is not no credential is here, so I need to set up my credentials. So this I come set up my credentials. The reason why this starting up with AI assistant is important is because it gives you a clear understanding of what you will be building manually. And sometimes if you are building something that you don't want to, it's not very elaborate, you can just use the AI assistant and you can build stuff way faster instead of needing to start searching for nodes and stuffs like that. All right, so let's set up credentials here. Now it requires an API key, and these are information that I have to now go to my OpenAI account and look for it and come and paste it here. You understand? So that is something that is very important, which I will teach you in a new different video. So I'm going to stop here in this column called the AI assistant, because that is not why we are here. We're not trying to build anything yet, because I know I've said a lot of things so far. I know I've mentioned things like trigger, I've mentioned things like nodes, and you don't know these things, so I'm not going to like push further so I do not complicate issues. Bottom line is, using AI assistant is one of the fastest way to build automations in n8n without having to stress too much about a lot of things. But even if you're using AI assistant to build it, or you are building it manually, you don't have nobody is going to clap for you. The most important thing is that you get the job done. And most times, if I'm trying to do very straightforward easy jobs, I just go straight and use my AI assistant. Now let's go over to the other tab. These are overview. Overview kind of like contains what's going on in your n8n right now. Now you can see now I already have the automated LinkedIn post set up right now. It is not complete, but it is something I'm already doing at the moment. So you see it's already here as part of my workflows. I don't have any credentials so far. I have no executions. I have no variable. I have nothing. Okay, this was the version I did initially when I was test running a couple of minutes ago. Because I had not set up those credentials, it did not execute. So that's what overview is about. Just give you generally, okay, what's going on in your n8n. Then personal is just about, now dives into just your workflows. What are the workflows you have created? Then we have the admin panel, different templates. Template simply means if you click on templates, it takes you to the website, n8n website. So many developers have created probably what you are trying to create. So sometimes you don't even need to start thinking about creating it yourself. You just come and type what you want to create, and you see that somebody have done this one now, generate leads from Google Map, has been done by somebody. ChatGPT, company enrichment from website content, it has been done. Gmail campaign sender, bulk SMS, social media analysis and automating email generation, all this has been done. This is for CRM. So all these things are like templates for you to start working as soon as possible. It's one of the reasons why I like n8n. It means kind of like it wants you to learn it, and it's not very expensive. Now mind you, this is the cloud version. You can actually have what we call a self-host version. A self-host version is whereby you are not paying to use it. You have access to everything, but if you want to take your stuff live, you will have to now subscribe to a cloud version. In our subsequent tutorials, I'll be using the self-hosting version. I will definitely try and do a video of how you can set that up, but if you can also find videos on how to set up a self-hosting n8n platform for yourself on YouTube as well. So let's now go into workflows. So now see how it looks like. So I clicked on create workflows. That's what I clicked, and this is this is the setup. Very easy, very straightforward. one thing you must do is you have to ensure you rename your workflow. Always rename so that you know what is being done. So I can just call this one practice. Okay. What do we have here? So these are like our dashboard. You can, zoom out and zoom in. Okay. This is more like adjust to, the usual. So there are three parts of n8n dashboard or your n8n workflow setup. There are three parts. We have the editor, we have the executions, and we have the evaluations. Now, what does this mean? Editor simply means this is where you edit stuff. This is where you now drag and drop. Remember, let me see if it's still available. Oh, it has cleaned off. Okay. Sorry. I remember when we looked at the LinkedIn setup, when you saw those things that are arranged like symbols and connecting lines and all that. This is what it is at the editor phase that these things happen. Now, when we entered into that place, that particular segment whereby I had to set up credentials, that is the execution parts of your setup. Okay, the evaluation is more like a breakdown of what has gone, what is happening here. Okay, so when you want to kickstart your automation, okay, you click on this plus sign here, or you click on the plus sign here, whatever works. Now, one thing you must know about n8n is not complicated. It's all about there are stages to every automation. I recommend that before you start any automation, you write down the process in a piece of paper so that you understand what you are trying to build. Okay, you don't just that way it's easier and it's faster for you. When you have what you're trying to build on paper, you see, when I just told the AI agent that, hey, I want to be able to automate the posting of my content on YouTube. So you have to ask yourself, okay, if I were to create it manually, what am I going to do? One, I'm going to source for my topic. I'm going to say, okay, what industry am I in? I'm in workflow automation. I'm in AI video editing. So that's my, stuff. And I have, I want to make a research on topics. Maybe I want to research on Google FAQ. So I go and research it on Google manually. So one of the first things I do is that I research. Okay, I have my industry and I go and research on my industry. And then when I finish researching on my industry, I get the information. When I finish getting the information, I write my deductions based on my research, and then I post it on LinkedIn. If without n8n automation, what we have is, let's say, ChatGPT or Gemini. When ChatGPT came, it took away the research part. So we just go there and probably just drop our industry and say, okay, write me 5 topics, 10 topics, and so on and so forth. And ChatGPT write the 5 topics or 10 topics. And then after that, ChatGPT then gives you the you select your topic. ChatGPT now gives you the information about the topic that you want to talk about. When you like what it has generated for you, you then send that to, you copy it and then you paste it on your LinkedIn. Or if you don't want to post it directly, you can actually schedule it on your LinkedIn and then it goes. So these are two things to consider. Do you want a system that you want it to schedule the post, or you want it to post it directly on its own? So that now has to now determine how your workflow is going to go. So you have to set up those tools that carry out these functions. Write them down in terms of, okay, point A to point B to point C till you get to your destination. Once you have that, you can be able to achieve what you want to achieve. Now, the first point of every automation is the trigger. What does trigger mean? Trigger simply means what will start the automation. Understand? So if you click on, like I said, plus or here, or this plus sign here, it brings you to, okay, what triggers this workflow? A trigger is a step that starts your workflow. So there are some workflows that you want to trigger it manually, you want to trigger it on schedule, you want an app event to happen. Something should happen in an app. Once that thing happens in an app, just like WhatsApp, for example, if you get a WhatsApp message, that can also trigger an automation. If at a particular day, if you choose manual trigger, it means that you have to come to the n8n app and click on execute automation. If you click on app event, it means that when a particular action happens in an app, maybe you get a message on Slack, you get a message on Telegram, on WhatsApp, that should be the event that will trigger your automation. If you are like the example we did, I said every particular on a particular every day my content should go out. That is on schedule, which means I want it to be happening every day at a particular time for my content to go out on LinkedIn. Then on webhook call simply means that maybe I tag my workflow to a particular website that doesn't have an API set up. It has a webhook whereby certain events or call there, and then I get an HTTP request. Once that HTTP is requested by the automation, it gets data from that particular website. Take for instance, if I am in sales and we have suppliers that are supplying us, and we are putting information about the number of suppliers, we are registering it on our website, and I want to do a report on these are the number of persons that have bought from us, these are the number of persons that are owing us, this is the number of persons that we are supposed to service so and so day. Those information are probably in our website when people make their registration and all that. Instead of me going to one by one calculating how many persons that we need to service and all that, I can just use a webhook call to grab that information. Then on form submission, this is kind for those that are in marketing. Maybe you did a lead generation setup. Once people submit form, the workflow is speed up. Maybe you want to send automated welcome message on their emails and stuff like that. So you can just come. There's a lot of things here, other ways here on chats, on a message, and so on and so forth. So for this particular quick example, I'm just going to just get on with the trigger, and I said manual trigger, which means I want to manually trigger this. And once you pick this, click on it, you see this node does not have any parameters, because it means that you can, all it means is when you click on it, it will execute. That's all it means. It means I have to come to this website and come and click on the execute workflow for my workflow to pass. So that's just what it means. It has no parameters. So if you see now, if I click execute workflow, see workflow executed successful, there is nothing I have to add to it. Now the next thing you want to know about now is, after trigger, what was the next step? You're not asking, okay, if I click on this thing, what do I want to happen? Is it that I want AI agents to do something? You get? Or do I want action in a particular app? So these are like different actions I want. Okay, I'm not going to waste your time. Like I said, this is not like supposed to be a short video. If this is where I'm coming from, you can see there are different AI agents here that you can use. This, for example, we have free credits for Gemini, free credits for Anthropy. This is Claude. All right, and there's a lot of them there. Okay, you just come here, pick an app you want to integrate, make sure you put your credentials, and then you can start working with them as soon as possible. If you even want to add another additional trigger after the first trigger, it's also up to you. Okay, so for this particular one, let me just say I want to edit field. Okay, and maybe in this, yeah, let's add a field. Let's say on the call this name, or like what we did in that last one, industry. Okay, and the industry, I want to say the industry is digital marketing. So this is like what I want to use. Okay, I want to use this. particular industry. I want to work on this industry. I'm trying to like replicate what we did with the LinkedIn post now. So let me execute these steps. So if you see, there are different ways to view your outputs for n8n. You can either view it as a table, as a schema, or as a JSON file. Okay, these things like code, but they're not very difficult. You just hear industry, get your information. It's just a matter of understanding when you see certain things. If you don't understand JSON, you understand table. If you don't understand table, you understand schema. You can also add more fields to this information if you want. Let's say post type, or let me say format rather. And then I can have a text post. Okay, and after I execute, you see that's it. So you see industry is the sun. All right, so you can see go flash. All right, so this is basically the introduction to n8n. You can explore it. You can use the AI agent to explore more about it, and you can come to the templates and know more about it as well. You can actually watch videos about anything you want about n8n, and you get more information about it. But for this particular video, this is just an introduction to it. And let me know what you think in the comment section. If you would like to try n8n, if so far you're already seeing the possibilities of n8n, especially using the AI assistant aspect of it, what would you want to automate? What process you want to automate? You want a situation whereby someone sends you a message on Facebook, automatically they are getting a response. Automatically someone comments on your Instagram post, automatically they're getting a response. You want a situation whereby someone comment on your LinkedIn, you're getting a response. If you want to automate your sales process, your WhatsApp messaging when people are talking to you on WhatsApp, especially when you're running ads, or if you are a coach on social media, and you're in a situation whereby someone reaches out for your course, they're getting personalized information based on what they are looking for, not those generic automated answers you will use on our social media platforms. n8n is the one for you. There's so many ones out there, but I truly love n8n. Tell me what you think, and please don't forget to like this video and don't forget to subscribe to get more tech savvy content like this. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you in the next one.